what if I said you never had to do cardio again? Would you believe me? Would you be overjoyed? Because the reality is, you don't have to do it. It's not, in fact, the most efficient workout by any means. Now, sure, there are some reasons to do it, but they don't really apply to most people. If you love it, then fantastic, right? Then, okay, great. If you love it and you're going to show up for it, is it the most efficient workout in the world? No, but it's a hell of a lot better than nothing. So there are days I will jump on my road bike and go for a 20-mile bike ride. Now, is that as efficient in comparison to me running wind sprints? No, but there are days I would rather stick needles in my eyes than run wind sprints. So I use my road bike. Is it as efficient as a strength training workout? No, but as I said, there are days I would rather stick needles in my eyes than do squats, even though squats are going to be a far better workout and a better idea. But if you just can't wrap your head around it and you absolutely love the road bike or paddleboarding or getting outdoors and hiking, I'm not going to discourage you. But if you're confused and thinking that's the better way to go for fitness or weight loss, it's just not. If you're training for an endurance sport, yes, right? If you're training for a marathon or a half marathon, a 5K, a 10K, you're going to need to be doing some steady state cardio because you're training specifically for that type of endurance. So if it's a sport specific type of training or it's related to an event that you're getting ready for, yes, then it would be appropriate because it's about an achievement and a goal, not about a level of fitness that you're trying to essentially reach, right? I'm trying to lose weight, therefore I'm going to do cardio. No, I'm trying to build strength, therefore I do cardio. No, I want my butt bigger, I want my abs flatter, all the things I hear all the time. Cardio is not the most efficient or effective way to do it. Now, cardio is the bread and butter of extreme weight loss. So if you are an individual that has a lot of weight to lose and you want to lose it quickly, I mean, how did we do that on shows like The Biggest Loser? I would have them, literally I called it the walk to China, right? I would train them with intensity for no more than 4 to 5 hours a week. And then I would let them do slow, low intensity, steady state cardio where they would literally just walk, stroll, swim, and stay active. But that's not realistic, and it certainly doesn't apply to most people. If you had a ton of weight to lose, then by all means, yes, that'd be a great way to add on an extra calorie burn. It's like you did this great workout. There really is no room for more intensity with your training. Your body needs to recover. So yes, you could do an hour-long stroll after you train or swim in the pool and so on to burn extra calories. But it's, again, by no means necessary. And speaking of recovery, it would be good for active recovery, right? So let's say that you've maxed out the amount of strength training and intensity you have programmed into your workout over that week. And we don't want overtraining and we don't want under recovery, right? So if you want to get out and you want to be active and you want to get the blood flowing and help the body heal and recover and maybe burn a few extra calories, then yes, really low intensity, steady state cardio would be appropriate there as well. Or maybe you go hiking, you go for a long stroll, you go out and you go paddleboarding. But other than that, steady state cardio is just far less efficient and far less effective than nearly every other kind of training, be it HIIT training, strength training, and so on. It just burns way less calories. And I have done videos on the whole steady state cardio burns more fat. The long and the short of it is that it burns a higher percentage of fat, but because it burns so much fewer calories during the workout and after the workout's over, it actually burns less fat. And what's in fact more important is the total number of calories. So long story short, it's just inefficient. But if you're going to do it and you absolutely love it and you bought that Peloton bike, man, and you spent a fortune on it, okay. So what are some of the top mistakes I see people making when it comes to cardio if you're gonna do it? Number one, don't do cardio before you weight train or you train at any intensity. A 5-minute warm-up, a 5-minute light cardio warm-up, yes. But any sort of 20, 30, 40-minute steady state cardio, do not do it because you're depleting your body of its readily available glucose, blood sugar, right? Your body wants to grab that and go when you're doing things like HIIT training and heavy lifts, and it can fatigue you. We don't want to be fatigued. We want you going into those intensity workouts on fire with all the energy available that you can possibly have so you perform better and get better results. So that's a huge mistake. Don't do it. Fasted cardio, once again, you don't even need to be doing that cardio. On top of fasting, you're gonna get a far less intense workout. You're gonna be fatigued. You're gonna feel like crap. There's so much more you could be doing. Because if you're doing fasted cardio, you're clearly telling me, like, I want to burn fat. Well, you want to burn fat, you gotta do HIIT training. Gotta train with intensity. As I just mentioned, it burns more overall calories and more fat calories during the workout because it burns a lesser percentage of fat calories. You're burning so many more calories. It still burns more calories, and it burns more calories overall, which is the most important thing. So there's no reason to do fasted cardio. There's no reason to do cardio before you train. As I mentioned, if you want to do extra credit after you've worked out and you've gone nutso, and then you want to do some low intensity stuff to keep your burn rolling, which you would really only do, as I said, if you have a lot of weight to lose. Otherwise, it's just not necessary. Then it would come after the workout, right? So then mistake number 3, the machines drive me nuts. And here's why. Because they allow people to do things that we would never do when we're functioning in the world. So for example, when I see people on the Stairmaster and they're like hunched over, hanging on, leaning on it, try walking up the stairs, hunched over, leaning forward on your elbows, back curved. Nobody does that. Holding onto a treadmill, or even, and I don't mean to be a dick, I mean, I've been guilty of this before, but things in spin class that you just would never do on a bike. Why are you doing, what is this, the push-up thing? First of all, bad for the shoulder, bad for the elbow, totally improper form. Second of all, if you're gonna do push-ups, get off the bike and do push-ups. It's a totally inefficient bike ride, and it's a totally inefficient push-up. And I get that it's like, I've been guilty of it, you're bored, and you're like, I know we're gonna do some push-ups and mix it up, but it's inefficient, and it's not proper form the majority of the time. So if you are gonna use those machines, use them like you're out running actual stairs, or you're out running on the road, or you're actually on a road bike. There's no dancing on the bike, side to side. Have you ever seen a person on a road bike dancing and jumping and bebop and push up on that? No, you don't see it. It's not efficient, it's not functional, nobody would do it. So, and it just, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but like, no. So, you want to use those machines, I'm okay with it. You want to try some fun, crazy stuff, like if you're a great athlete that you've seen me do, I mean, is it efficient? It's an Instagram video. It catches your attention, it gets a lot of views. Do I need you doing bear crawls on a treadmill? No, not really. You can do them on the floor. It's perfectly fine and functional. But do not slump over and cheat and be inefficient with your training when you're on those machines, because it allows you to get off the magazine, get off of your phone if you can. I myself have been guilty of answering emails on the phone, but I am on the stepper and I'm standing upright. Make it count, guys. All right, those are my cardio rules.